What's going on? Big A, the Manky Geek, coming at you with another video. I know it's been a while, but here I am, at least with some content for you. And last night I went to see X-Men Dark Phoenix. Man, this franchise is dead. Like, there's nothing. This movie, it left me feel like when I was watching it, it felt neutral. I felt like one of the guys from the neutral planet in Futurama. I have no strong feeling one way or the other. But after seeing the movie, I was just like, man, this movie is just so middle of the road, and it's weird because it's got a great cast. You got Fassbender, McAvoy, like Sophie Turner does a great job as well. Even the rest of the X-Men, who really aren't in the movie and have only like tiny parts, they did great as well for what they were given, the 5 lines that they had to say. But to be honest, I don't think Jennifer Lawrence cared at all. When you see her in this movie, she cares even less than she did in X-Men Apocalypse. And she just turned up on set, said her lines, got a fat paycheck, and spoilers, I'm gonna say a spoiler, she gets killed, and then she went home and she didn't have to do the rest of the movie. And she might have got paid the most for that as well. And it was just shocking to me, like, the scene, the X-Woman scene I'd heard about, but I hadn't like watched it because I was like, I've got to see this in the cinema. I can't see it knowing it's gonna be XYZ. I've got to literally just go to the cinema, see it, and if it makes me laugh, it makes me laugh. And yeah, when that scene came up, I was like, here it comes. I know it's coming. And just the fact that she had to say the line, "Women do all the saving of men around here so much that you should change the name from X-Men to X-Women." And I was just like, that's such a it was a weak scene, for one. It was a really poor way of demonstrating Mystique's frustration with Charles and the way in which he treats the team, and he seems more concerned about kind of being this like famous mutant rather than like the actual safety of the team. It was just a weak way to kind of put it across, and it just made me laugh. I just put my hand in my face and I just started giggling because it was so bad. But other than that, the film's not funny at all in any way. I wouldn't expect really an X-Men movie to be funny, but I would expect it to be at least some sort of adventure. At least all the other X-Men films was like, okay, we've got to go here and do this, and oh, they're over here, they're over there, da 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 da. And there's a bit of traveling going on. In this, it didn't feel like it at all. There was something missing in the script entirely for me. But the weird thing is that it was competently made. It was actually pretty well directed. But unfortunately, the action, it was like all mid shots. It was so weird to see the action. It was really up close and all mid shots, and it kind of worked in a way, but then again, it kind of different. It didn't, because when you've got the geography of an area and you've got action going, and you want to go, okay, I know that these characters over here doing this, and this character ran from point A to point B to intercept this character who was doing their own thing, and I know where everyone else is in the geography of the area that the fight is taking place in. Like, if you watch Endgame, you knew kind of pretty much where everyone was, more or less, and you know those pockets of action going on in certain places. You're like, cool, all these guys are here, all those characters are there, these ones are taking these ones on, blah blah, done. This didn't have that. There were times where I was like, wait, who did Beast just tackle then? Oh right, okay, I didn't quite know it, because all too close. It'd never like be a long shot where you could see kind of like where everyone was and then go into the action of what was ever going on in that area. It was just so weird. And also the climax of the movie, there's no third act. It literally goes first act, second act, and then a massive fight continues when they're on the train at the end of the movie. And I was like, why are you gonna have a majority of your climax on a train? It doesn't have it's inside, it's compact, there's no scale to it. It's like everyone's just in these train carriages doing things. And don't get me wrong, some of them are doing cool shit. Like Magneto did some pretty cool stuff with metal, as always, and he's, you know, pretty cool and all that. But it was just like, it's just all indoors, and it's like, it would be different if it was just a martial arts movie or something like that, because it would all be about the physical combat, whereas this is about mutants. Mutants can do these amazing things. They've got these gifts, but then you confine it to a train? That's kind of mad to me. That's kind of insane. And yeah, the movie as a whole was just kind of like, I knew it was going to happen, and it just wasn't very interesting. Jessica Chastain makes a great alien. I thought there was going to be like the Shi'ar Empire and Lalandra was going to be in there. That that didn't happen, so I was kind of a bit like, oh, okay, whatever. The best points in the movie, Dazzler appears singing a song because she's all dancing and that. And also Genosha's in the movie, but they don't call it Genosha for some reason. I have no idea why, but they should have just said, "Oh yeah, this is Genosha. Welcome to Genosha." But they never call it that. Like Magneto references, the U.S. government gave us this land, but they never call it Genosha. But it clearly is because it's a mutant utopia, or his mutant utopia anyway. So yeah, I think the X-Men, Fox X-Men, is dead. I don't think it's ever coming back. I don't think they should do another one. I don't even think New Mutants should come out in the cinemas at all. I think it should just get released on streaming and Blu-ray maybe, and that's it. Like, I can't see any more of these. I've been seeing X-Men movies since they started in 2000, and I think I've seen every single one at the cinema, even X3 when I was a student and I was so poor, I had to scrape together pennies to see X3, and it was a disappointment. I've seen them all in the cinemas. I can't think of an X-Men movie that I haven't seen at the cinemas, but I am happy for Fox to kind of be done with it and, you know, say to their big brother, Disney, yo, give this to Marvel and let them do something new with it, because it's not what it once was. I don't know why they did this movie. I have no idea. Would I say it's worth the scores that it's been getting on Rotten Tomatoes? No. If I had to score it, I'd say out of 5, it gets 2.5 from me. It's just, that's it. It's not going to give me, maybe Endgame has ruined me. Maybe someone who's not quite into superhero movies who goes to see this one and they've only seen, like, I don't know, maybe Avengers or something like that, or maybe saw Iron Man once, and they go and see this and they go, oh, I thought it was good. I thought the effects were good and the fights were good and blah, blah, blah. Maybe it's all right for them, but for me, I expect more from, you know, when I go to a restaurant, I expect like a 5-star Michelin meal in it, but they didn't deliver that on this occasion, so I'm not that happy. But anyway, let me know as to whether you've seen X-Men Dark Phoenix, whether you agree or disagree with anything that I've said about the movie, whether you want Fox to do more or not. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification and all that goodness. And as always, I'll check you on the next one.